Hey, my name is Chris McDread, and I'd like to welcome you to Chris McDread YouTube. And before we get started, click on the subscribe button and notifications so you can get the new videos that will be coming consistently. Today we're going to talk about an itchy scalp. Now there's so many reasons why you would be having an itchy scalp, and this is pertaining mainly to locks, dreadlocks, or it could be braids, or it could be natural hair. Regardless, these reasons are gonna resonate with you. Hey, I want to interject this video by letting you know that everything you hear me talk about on YouTube is literally crumb bread. If you want to have the piece of the pie, go to my website www.chrismcdread.com and purchase a course so you can come closer. You get to have group classes that I conduct, group meetings. You can ask me personal questions. You get access to me on Instagram. We get to have conversations. You know, you can ask me questions, but just here, this is just random and for everybody. I teach on Master Locticians. I teach people who want to start locks from zero. You've never done locks, you want to start the business. I teach people who just want to learn how to do their own hair, to do their children's hair, to do their blessed beloved's hair. There's a diversity of classes. Entrepreneurs, there's a diversity. If you want to teach locks also, there's a diversity of classes on my website. I encourage you to go to www.chrismcdread.com and see what I have for you. Okay, there's always something for you. The first reason that comes off of my head, and they have no order, it's just me just telling you so you can do as a checklist and see if you check all of them. Then if none of these things check, then you need to see a dermatologist. So the first one that comes off my head is dirt. If your hair is dirty, it goes without saying that you're gonna get a very itchy scalp. So you need to wash your hair. So anytime you feel that your scalp is becoming itchy, the first thing that you need to do is to wash your hair. And once the skin is clean, then the irritation from the dirt is no longer there. The second reason that I've come up off my head is sweaty locks. Now, if you're into fitness, you're in a country that is humid, like I'm in Dubai, it gets really humid, or you're in a party and you're sweating, or you know, all these kind of scenarios. Even when you're sleeping, sometimes you sweat, and sometimes we forget how thick this hair is, and you have a blanket on top of your head, and then you don't wash your hair. That hair is gonna be super sweaty, and that sweat is going to cause your scalp to be very itchy. Again, the solution for that is to wash your hair. Again, another thing that comes into mind as soon as I think about sweating is wet hair. So if your hair is, you wash your hair and you don't dry your hair, especially if you wash at night and you don't dry your hair, your scalp is gonna itch sooner than later because your scalp is staying damp. Needless to say, if you wear damp inner garments, if you wear a damp underwear, you're gonna stay itchy the entire time because that dampness is causing irritation to your skin. The dampness coming from your sweat, the dampness coming from not drying your hair. Okay, so the solution is to dry your hair. The solution of dirty hair is to wash your hair. Another major reason why scalp becomes very itchy is product buildup. A lot of people have this habit of thinking that products help in the locking process, and so they kick up some cake, put on products, Loctician, just sticking it all, and people who do their own hair just take all, they put it on their hair because you think that the product is what helps in the locking process, which is nowhere close to the truth. Water and time are the two major locking agents. Other than that, it's just a great technique. If you have a good Loctician, then they can aid you into the locking process, especially now, it's today's day and age. So product buildup. How do you deal with product buildup? What is the solution to product buildup? Wash your hair, wash it off, take it off of your skin. It's that simple. All these solutions of an itchy scalp will all end up to one place, the washing bowl. So another reason why the scalp becomes itchy is you have a very tight style. You go to your Loctician, you get your hair styled beautifully, and that style is too tight. that's gonna cause your scalp to itch in the third day, because there's some micro tears inside of your hair shafts right at the base, and when they start to heal, all wounds when they're healing become itchy because the dead skin wants to be scratched off so that the new one can stay. And that is what happens when you have a tight style. So what is the solution? You could spray water on it to make your scalp relax, but you should avoid having your hair styled too often and too tight. And then that leads me to the next thing, which is interlocking. If your loctician is trying to get it too super tight, interlocking is not supposed to make you feel like this when you leave the interlocking. It's not supposed to stretch you out, like you can't even smile, you can't even move your eyebrows. Like if you move your eyebrows, your toes move because it's too tight. That's not supposed to be like that. It's supposed to feel normal. You're supposed to feel normal. You're not supposed to leave the chair with a major headache. And that applies also to crocheting or crocheting. It's not supposed to be that tight. If it's that tight, the third day, I kid you not, try it. The third day, Itchy Scalp will come in. The solution is to wash so that you can get off that dead skin and your scalp can have some flexibility and mobility on it so it doesn't come like that. Another reason why people get an itchy scalp is dry scalp. If you're not oiling your hair, if you're not washing your hair and then oiling your hair, a dry scalp will be very itchy because of the same reason. The skin wants to shed. When the skin wants to shed, you're gonna scratch so that dead skin can get off the skin. Okay, another main reason why people have an itchy scalp is because you're sick. There's a sickness inside of you that is itching you up and is causing you to itch, and you need to go get checked of that. But most of those sicknesses are self-inflicted, like dehydration. If you're not drinking consistently sufficient amount of water, you are going to suffer skin irritation, and it starts on the scalp. In fact, if you're a loctician or if you're a barber, if you look at somebody's hairline and they just have dandruffs right on their hairline and the rest of their scalp is clean, that's a direct indication of dehydration. That's dehydration right there. Another reason why people have an itchy scalp is reactions, allergic reactions from medication. You're in medication, that medication is going to cause you to itch. Partly related to that is hormonal imbalance. If you have a hormonal imbalance, whether male or female, when your hormones are not balanced, you are going to feel scalp irritation. Another reason why you get scalp irritation is when you sit down and your locks are back and you lean back and then you turn your head to use your phone, you pull your hair back. That pulling causes the scalp, first you get a headache, and then second, it causes the scalp to become super irritated. That's why your hands are consistently there. And people who wear do-rag or who wear headgears all day, every day, always have itchy scalp because you're not allowing your scalp to breathe. You're not allowing your scalp to breathe. So another reason that goes with pulling is sleeping patterns. The way you sleep, you're pulling your hair too much. If you're not covering your hair when you sleep, it's causing you to get a scalp irritation that is causing you to itch so hard, and you make wounds because you're scratching yourself too hard and you're causing wounds into your head. I have wounds on my head. Yeah, it's because you're itchy. Why are you itchy? It's because you didn't wash your hair. It goes back to, reverts back to the original. So another serious one, before we get to the serious one, when it comes to sleeping pattern, even sleep, if you watch a small child when they're about to sleep, or you want to know a child is sleepy, they scratch themselves. They always. So with people with locks, your hands will always go in because you're sleepy and your sleep is trying to get your attention so you can get into bed. A serious reason why people have itchy scalp is bad energy. Who touched your hair? Who did you invite into your hair? Who did you let touch your hair? Did you vet them? Did you have conversation? Did you feel their energy, to know that they have the right resources in terms of energy explosion to feed into your energy and not cause you to have irritation. Bad energy does cause an itchy scalp. Another one is allergies again, when it comes to food allergies, when it comes to jewelry allergies. So you get people who have allergic to fake jewelry. If you put it on your hair, it's gonna cause your scalp to itch. You know, I think I already say the product allergies, whatever product you're using. I've seen people who are allergic to tree oil. I've seen people allergic to coconut oil, which is very weird. Like, how are you allergic to coconut oil? Like, it's coconut oil and olive oil are those oils that can be used by anybody, anywhere, for anything. You know, so, but it causes a scalp irritation. It causes a major scalp irritation. So you need to check the products that you're using, the products for retweets, the shampoos that you're using, what ingredients are inside them, so you can be able to see a pattern on what's causing irritation. And once you wash your hair, you stay away from some products just to be able to see. You have your hair, you have your locks for the rest of your life. You have every single day to watch yourself. Okay, and mostly people will be like, I don't know why I'm itching. Observe, what did you eat? When is the last time you washed? Be self-aware to be able to diagnose, to do diagnosis of yourself, to be able to know exactly, because even when you go to the doctor, they're gonna ask you leading questions because you are the one who holds the diagnosis. Oh, you have a stomach pain. Okay, when is the last time you took a shit? Oh, it's been 4 days. Well, that's why you have a stomach ache. Take this medication. That's it. Oh, yeah, you know, they ask you a leading question so they can get to the source of the problem. And if you can do that yourself, then you're taking responsibility of yourself. Last but not least, stress. If you're stressed, your fingers are gonna be inside your head. So anytime you're feeling stressed, you need to be like, okay, take my fingers off. And it's one of the reasons why I advocate on keeping your nails really leveled, because if you're going to start itching, you're going to cause lots of damage on your scalp by over itching, and then you get wounds. And once you have wounds with hair, they don't heal easily. Especially if you're not washing your hair, they don't heal easily. The last thing you should do when you have an itchy scalp is to add product on top of it. Oh, I'm itchy, let me put this oil on. That's the dumbest thing you could ever do. Anytime you have an itchy scalp, wash your hair. Yes, it might feel like a relief, like I know something like eucalyptus or mint, peppermint, feels like it's a relief, but you will definitely create more problems on your scalp because you did not fix what was causing the itch. You went to a solution before checking what caused it, because if you know it's a dirty scalp and you add peppermint, you will feel relief, but you still got cake inside of it. And eventually now you're creating an environment for a bigger scalp problem, because now bacteria has got a good place to inhibit and to stay in, and you're not gonna wash your hair for a whole month. Long story short, if you have an itchy scalp, wash your hair. Okay, my name is Chris McDread. Check out my other videos. Peace out.